What's up, YouTube? Aside Crypto back here again. So first thing we're gonna go over is just some news articles I thought were pretty funny. But while we're on the topic of news, I wanted to tell you guys that whatever you do, whether it be investing in cryptos or investing in traditional markets, don't let the news dictate what you do. You want to know if the news that you're getting is actually legitimate news. You also want to know how it's going to impact your personal investments, whether it be in Bitcoin or altcoin. Okay, with that aside, let's look at the first article. So it says that cryptocurrencies come to campus, and it says that they were teaching some classes on blockchain and cryptocurrencies. But the thing that really made me facepalm was, this whole article is great and all, but I don't know. The professor, he says, let's assume that tomorrow the price of Bitcoin drops below 2, says Nicholas Kristen, a computer science professor. And then he says, I still think it's very cool from a technical standpoint. I hope he's talking about the technology because it would not be cool if Bitcoin dropped to $2. The next thing I want to go over is this article I've seen about the Fed president saying that Bitcoin is for toy collectors. Now, I want to go out and just give my opinion about this because I think that if you don't understand Bitcoin, don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be laughed at and ridiculed by people because just because it isn't going to be a currency doesn't really mean that it's just a novelty, right? Because we all know that blockchain is a real technology that's going to be disruptive and it's going to take place in our society, and that companies are adopting the technology. So you can't really say that it's just a novelty for toy collectors. And I think that they really have to be a little bit more professional about this because you have our past Fed chair Janet Yellen, and I mean they take a more neutral approach where they say that it is speculative because we don't know what the true value of these coins are, but they don't go as far to say that it's, like for toy collectors, right? Now let's go. Now I'm gonna go over the price and give you a little pep talk about risk management in the crypto markets. So we see here that the market cap is about 400 billion as of today. So a little bit of a drop off since we recovered the other day. In terms of the bubble popping, I definitely don't think that this whole thing is over because we can see here that people have been calling the top for a while. And if there's one thing I learned as a trader, it's that you can't call a top or a bottom in a market. So we see here that in the past that when Bitcoin went up to 3,000, they put up this financial bubble chart and they trying to say that it was a bubble and it was going to go to shit, but it's way above this price now. I think $2,000 would have been a pretty good deal if you look at it back today. But whatever you do, guys, make sure you have a plan when you get into cryptos about whether you're getting in because you believe in the tech or whether you're just trying to trade it. But I think either way, there's things that could be learned from proper risk management protocols that can be put into place. For example, if you had bought early last year, and then we had this huge rally up to 19,000 where it almost tapped 20,000. I don't think it would have been wrong to scale out of your position, take some partial profits, just in case it came back down. You can always buy more, and at that point, you've accumulated more Bitcoin in the long run, and you wouldn't have to sit through such a big loss. If you were trying to buy Bitcoin around 12,000 when you thought, maybe that was the low, maybe we weren't going to go any lower, it would have been beneficial to sell part of your position when we saw that price could not get above the 12,000 level and that it actually rejected down. And if you had got out around here, then you would have got out around 10,000 for part of your position, not all of it, just in case, it just takes off from there. But you're overall reducing your risk, and we can see that we did move lower, which presented another buying opportunity. So you would have saved yourself a good, at least $4,000 if you bought back in at a lower price. So that just goes to show that you have to be constantly looking at your risk in the market and make sure that it aligns with the risk that you're able to handle. That's it for today, guys. Click the like button if you liked the video. Leave a comment in the comment box below about what you think. And don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want to see future videos. Peace out, guys.